The beloved British TV series Heartbeat charmed audiences with its nostalgic portrayal of 1960s rural life, blending light-hearted drama with gripping police cases. Running from 1992 to 2010, it became a Sunday night favorite, thanks to its warm storytelling, period-perfect soundtrack, and memorable characters. As we look back, many of the talented actors who brought the show to life have sadly passed away. Let's take a look at 39 Heartbeat actors who are no longer with us. William Symonds as PC Alf Ventress. William Symonds was born on November 17, 1940, in Swansea, Wales. At 51 years old, he took on the role of PC Alf Ventress in Heartbeat when the series debuted in 1992, portraying the veteran officer with dry wit and sharp intuition. Despite his character's chain-smoking habits, Symonds himself was a non-smoker, using herbal cigarettes on set to maintain authenticity. Over 18 years, he became one of the show's most beloved figures.
Nothing to the contrary. Why else would you be driving a clap?
The car last.
I did, Sarge.
And he sits in that chair over there a lot.
Appearing in nearly every episode until the series ended in 2010. Sadly, Symonds passed away on June 21, 2019, at the age of 78, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances that made Heartbeat an enduring favorite. Peter Benson as Bernie Scripps. Peter Benson was born on April 3, 1943, in Wallasey, Cheshire. At 52 years old, he joined Heartbeat in 1995 as Bernie Scripps, the quirky yet lovable undertaker and garage owner, bringing warmth and humor to the long-running series. Whether caught up in one of Greengrass's schemes or navigating the ups and downs of village life, his character became a fan favorite until the show ended in 2010.
I dare say, no. Normally we wanted, but I'd done it for him. I don't want to miss the moon walk.
Sadly, he passed away on September 6, 2018, at the age of 75 after a brief illness, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances that made Heartbeat all the more special. Derek Fowles as Oscar Blaketon. Derek Fowles was born on September 2, 1937, in Wandsworth, London. At 55 years old, he took on the role of Oscar Blaketon in Heartbeat when the series launched in 1992, portraying the no-nonsense police sergeant who later became a postmaster and pub owner. With his sharp wit and commanding presence, Fowles made Blaketon a standout character, remaining with the show for its entire 18-year run. Sadly, Fowles passed away on January 17, 2020.
Boyfriend. Sweaty Betty.
And helps herself to your petty cash, is that right?
No, it's not right.
Now, Greengrass, is there something in the water, around?
At the age of 82, due to complications from pneumonia, heart failure, and sepsis. His funeral was held at St. Catherine's Church in Holt, Wiltshire, honoring a career that left a lasting impact on British television. Bill Maynard as Claude Jeremiah Greengrass. Bill Maynard was born on October 8, 1928, in Farnham, Surrey. At 63 years old, he brought to life the mischievous yet lovable rogue Claude Jeremiah Greengrass in Heartbeat when the show premiered in 1992. With his knack for comedy and a twinkle in his eye, Maynard made Greengrass an unforgettable presence, charming audiences with his schemes and sharp wit for nearly a decade.
Harris has just robbed me. Well, at least £3. Well, it could have been 4.
She often goes through
A bit of business, that's all. Is an acquaintance.
Sadly, Maynard passed away on March 30, 2018, at the age of 89 after complications from a fall. He was laid to rest at a private location, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and warmth that defined his decades-long career in British television. Geoffrey Hughes as Vernon Scripps. Geoffrey Hughes was born on February 2, 1944, in Wallasey, Cheshire. When he was 57 years old, He took on the role of Vernon Scripps in the ITV drama Heartbeat, bringing humor and mischief to the village as a charming but hapless rogue from 2001 to 2005. His portrayal added warmth and levity to the series, making Vernon a fan favorite.
Holmes. Alf, do you think you could run me down to Bernard's?
Supposed to mean? You're not suggesting I'm tight with money, are you?
Sort of stayed on, like part of the furniture.
Sadly, Hughes passed away on July 27, 2012, at the age of 68, after a long battle with prostate cancer. He was laid to rest at sea off the coast of the Isle of Wight, a place he called home in his later years. Diane Langton as Ruby Rowan. Diane Langton was born on May 31, 1944, in Cranmore, Somerset. When she was 51 years old, she stepped into the role of Ruby Rowan in Heartbeat, playing the warm and spirited mother of Nick Barry's character from 1995 to 1997. Her presence brought heart and humor to the series, making Ruby a memorable addition to the show's close-knit community. Sadly, Langton passed away on January 15, 2025, at the age of 80, following a battle with kidney disease.
Deliver us not into the bitter pains of eternal death.
Little problem, is there?
No, nothing we can't.
Knows your dead ship had gone down.
Ewan Hooper as John Salter. Ewan Hooper was born on October 23, 1935, in Scotland. When he was 62 years old, he appeared in Heartbeat in 1998, playing John Salter in the episode Unconsidered Trifles, bringing depth and authenticity to the role. A seasoned actor, he was best known for his work as camp controller Alec Foster in High to High, and as the tormented priest in Dracula has risen from the grave. Beyond acting, he played a pivotal role in the founding of Greenwich Theatre.
I am here to save you. Dufton's North Ride.
It's a deal. Now let's sell it quick before the bank manager...
And led the Scottish Theatre Company in the 1980s. Sadly, Hooper passed away on April 6, 2023 at the age of 87. Frank Middlemass as Dr. Alex Ferrenby. Frank Middlemass was born on May 28, 1919, in Eaglescliffe, County Durham. When he was 73 years old, he brought wisdom and warmth to the role of Doctor Alex Ferrenby in Heartbeat, appearing in 20 episodes from 1992 to 1993. Sadly, Middlemass passed away on September 8, 2006, at the age of 87 in Northwood, London.
You're settling in all right?
I'm getting...
Oh, one of my regulars. A bit of a dicky heart. I'm not taking anybody's side. I simply don't believe in...
Gareth Thomas as Nathaniel Cleghorn. Gareth Thomas was born on February 12, 1945, in Brentford, England. When he was 59 years old, he took on the role of Nathaniel Cleghorn in Heartbeat, bringing depth to the character with his commanding presence and seasoned acting skills. With a career spanning television, film, and theater, he remained a beloved figure in British entertainment. Sadly, Thomas passed away on April 13, 2016, at the age of 71 in Surrey, England, due to heart failure.
Aidensfield Police.
Know who you are, Constable? Misled, Constable. The only one I threatened was that dog of his. If it came anywhere, separated from mine by just one boundary wall.
Harry Beattie as Joseph. Harry Beattie was born on December 27, 1920, in Wakefield, Yorkshire, England. When he was in his 70s, he brought warmth and depth to the role of Joseph in Heartbeat, portraying the character with his natural charm and veteran acting skills. Throughout his career, he appeared in films and television, including Holly, Threads, and The Expert, leaving a lasting mark with his performances. Sadly, Beattie passed away in 2001 in Harrogate, Yorkshire, England. Tim Brooke Taylor as Ronnie Smethers. Tim Brooke Taylor was born on July 17, 1940, in Buxton, Derbyshire. At 53 years old, he brought his signature charm and comedic timing to the role of Ronnie Smethers in Heartbeat, portraying a well-meaning but often bumbling solicitor in the sleepy village of Aidensfield. His character's interactions with the locals, coupled with his humorous missteps, added warmth and levity to the series.
Let's have a look. What about the trapdoor? It's a waste of time.
To put you off. I'm doing a bit from that last 1948 show.
Pathos was used, and you can have a very sad scene. This is very.
Sadly, he passed away on April 12, 2020, at the age of 79 due to complications from COVID-19. He was laid to rest in Cookham, Berkshire, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and light entertainment. June Barry as Agnes Moorcroft. June Barry was born in 1929 in Bristol, England. When she was in her 60s, she took on the role of Agnes Moorcroft in Heartbeat, bringing depth and authenticity to the long-running British drama. A versatile performer, she was widely recognized for her work in The Children of the New Forest, 1964, Softly, Softly, 1966, and The True Mystery of the Passion, 1960, while also making a lasting impact in theater and radio as a gifted poetry reader. Sadly, Barry passed away on April 24, 2019, in Bristol, England, and was cremated at South Bristol Crematorium. Trevor Ray as William Barraclough. Trevor Ray was born in 1934 in the United Kingdom. When he was in his 60s, he portrayed William Barraclough in Heartbeat, adding his seasoned talent to the beloved British drama. Beyond acting, he made his mark as a writer and script editor, contributing to Doctor Who, Paul Temple, and the cult classic Children of the Stones, 1977, which he co-wrote and novelized. His influence extended across television, shaping iconic British series both on and off screen.
Claude. That's not her name.
Sadly, Ray passed away on November 24, 2019, leaving behind a rich legacy in British television. Freda Dowie as Edna. Freda Dowie was born on July 22, 1928, in Carlisle, Cumbria, England. When she was in her 60s, she brought warmth and depth to the role of Edna in Heartbeat, showcasing her remarkable ability to portray long-suffering yet resilient characters. Her career spanned decades, with memorable performances in Distant Voices, Still Lives, 1988, The Omen, 1976, and Jude, 1996, cementing her legacy in British film and television.
Lighter. Then just what was it doing? In the pocket of your dressing gown, Mrs. Tinniswood.
Well, I think then, matron.
How exactly do you mean, Constable?
Well,
Sadly, Dowie passed away on August 10, 2019, at the age of 91 in Suffolk, England, leaving behind a career filled with powerful and heartfelt performances. Jean Haywood as Hilda Openshaw. Jean Haywood was born on July 15, 1921, in Blyth, Northumberland. When she was 76 years old, she brought her signature warmth to Heartbeat in 1997, playing Hilda Openshaw in the episode Horses for Courses. With a career spanning decades, she became a familiar face in British television, known for her roles in When the Boat Comes In, Boys from the Black Stuff, and Billy Elliot. Her ability to portray strong, working-class women made her a standout in every role she took on. Sadly, Haywood passed away on September 14, 2019, at the age of 98. Freddie Jones as Fred Braithwaite. Freddie Jones was born on September 12, 1927, in Dresden, Staffordshire, England. When he was in his 70s, he brought his commanding presence to Heartbeat as Fred Braithwaite, adding depth and gravitas to the beloved series. With a career spanning nearly 6 decades, Jones was best known for his unforgettable performances in The Elephant Man, Dune, and his long-running role as Sandy Thomas in Emmerdale. Sadly, he passed away on July 9, 2019, at the age of 91 after a short illness.
Let's just say I've had a bit of a tickle.
Refusing to serve me.
Not just a character on screen.
We should make a pact to stick around, playing
Jeff Oldham as Colonel Wilby. Jeff Oldham was born in 1932 in Bolton, Greater Manchester, England. When he was in his 60s, he brought authority and charm to Heartbeat as Colonel Wilby, leaving a lasting impression on the series. With a career that included roles in Coronation Street, The Parole Officer, and Blood and Peaches, he became a familiar face in British television and film. Sadly, Oldham passed away on May 20th, 2019, in Ilkley, West Yorkshire, at the age of 87, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. Bobby Nutt as Harry Price. Bobby Nutt was born on November 25, 1945, in Sheffield, England. When he was in his 50s, he played Harry Price, Lord Ashfordley's tough yet loyal gamekeeper in Heartbeat, bringing his signature charm to the role. A seasoned actor and comedian, he was best known for his roles as Albert Dingle in Emmerdale and Eddie Dawson in Benidorm, along with appearances in Coronation Street and Last of the Summer Wine.
They ought to burn it down. It gives out nuclear rays, doesn't it? Who knows what's happening to them cows?
Into stall, then I get on my bike and I do my paper.
Sadly, Knut passed away on September 25, 2017, at the age of 71 after suffering a heart attack while on holiday in France, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and unforgettable performances. Rosemary Leach as Dorothy Plum. Rosemary Leach was born on December 18, 1935, in Much Wenlock, Shropshire. When she was 68 years old, she brought warmth and charm to Heartbeat in 2004, playing Dorothy Plum in the episode Every Dog His Day. With her signature grace and depth, she added a memorable presence to the long-running drama, further cementing her reputation as a beloved British actress. Over the years, she became widely recognized for her work in A Room with a View, That'll Be the Day, and My Family. Sadly, Leach passed away on October 21, 2017, at the age of 81 after a short illness. Terence Beasley as Jack Hall. Terence Beasley was born on September 7, 1957, in London, England. When he was 46 years old, he appeared in Heartbeat in 2003, portraying Jack Hall in the episode Stormy Weather, delivering a compelling performance that showcased his versatility as an actor. With a career spanning television, film, and stage, he was known for his roles in EastEnders, Midsummer Murders, and Agatha Christie's Poirot, as well as his acclaimed work in Shakespearean theater. Sadly, Beasley passed away on November 30, 2017, at the age of 60. Hugh Walters as Arthur Sykes. Hugh Walters was born on March 2, 1939, in England. When he was in his 50s, he brought warmth and charm to Heartbeat as Arthur Sykes, a role that fit seamlessly into his long and diverse acting career. Known for his work in Chance and a Million, The Russ Abbott Show, and films like 1984 and The Missionary, he became a familiar face on British television. Sadly, Walters passed away on February 13, 2015, at the age of 75.
He practically begged me to down tools and go in. He rang. Can she put your name down for the hospital charity run? Well, he's had a sort of heart thing recently, but
Sam Kelly as Harry Hawkswell. Sam Kelly was born on December 19, 1943, in Salford, Lancashire. When he was 60 years old, he brought his seasoned acting talent to Heartbeat in 2004, portraying Harry Hawkswell, a character entangled in a dramatic village conflict in the episode A Call to Arms. His performance, rich with depth and authenticity, added to his long list of memorable television roles. Over the years, he became widely recognized for his work in beloved British series like Allo Allo, Porridge, and Barbara.
Pam, anyway. Hello, Pam. How are you? Nice to talk to you.
I can't believe how they got away with it. No. Weather. No.
Sadly, Kelly passed away on June 14, 2014, at the age of 70 after a long battle with cancer. Barry Jackson as Eli Parker. Barry Jackson was born on March 29, 1938, in Birmingham, England. When he was in his 60s, he took on the role of Eli Parker in Heartbeat. bringing a natural charm and depth to the character. With a career spanning decades, he became best known for playing Dr. George Bullard, the pathologist in Midsummer Murders, and appeared in classic series like Doctor Who, Blake's 7, and All Creatures Great and Small.
Your mind.
But I miss her.
Vicky.
I miss Mum.
You son about your mother.
Several scenes here. There was going to be a scene in the auditorium.
At a very early age.
How old were you?
16.
Sadly, Jackson passed away on December 5, 2013, at the age of 75 after a battle with cancer, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances across British television and film. Brian Hogg as bus conductor. Brian Hogg was born in 1949 in Brampton, Yorkshire, England. In his 50s, he took on the role of a bus conductor in Heartbeat, bringing authenticity and charm to the beloved series. With a career spanning television and film, he was known for his work in Tilly Trotter, Eden Valley, and Shooting Magpies, showcasing his talent across various roles. Sadly, Hogg passed away on October 19, 2009, in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. Jean Alexander as Lily Barton. Jean Alexander was born on October 11, 1926, in Liverpool, England. When she was 74 years old, she appeared in Heartbeat in 2000, portraying Lily Barton in the episode Bread and Circuses, bringing her signature warmth and charm to the role. Best known for her legendary portrayal of Hilda Ogden in Coronation Street, she became a beloved television icon, later earning further acclaim as the no-nonsense Auntie Wainwright in Last of the Summer Wine.
Only none of them eats jam.
I'm not eating any Spanish leftovers.
Action, Stanley. You would have been in the quarterfinals if you hadn't gone.
I've been offered quite a lot of parts, especially the first year after I left the street.
After a career spanning more than 6 decades, Alexander retired in 2012. Sadly, she passed away on October 14, 2016, at the age of 90, and was laid to rest at St. Peter's Church in Ferrenby, Merseyside. Lorraine Peters as shopkeeper. Lorraine Peters was born on July 26, 1935, in Lincoln, Lincolnshire, England. When she was 61 years old, she appeared as a shopkeeper in Heartbeat in 1996, bringing her signature warmth and authenticity to the beloved British drama. With a career spanning decades, she was best known for her work in The Good Companions, 1980, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, 1984, and The Secret Garden, 1975, showcasing her versatility across television and film.
Excuse me, Barry.
Yes, Mrs. Neal.
I know I haven't done the kitchen yet, but I didn't...
Ella Croft.
Sadly, Peters passed away on October 6, 1999, at the age of 64 in Leeds, West Yorkshire. As we remember these 39 talented actors from Heartbeat, their performances continue to live on in our hearts. Their work brought joy, drama, and unforgettable moments to the screen, leaving behind a lasting legacy. Which Heartbeat character was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tributes to beloved TV stars. Thanks for watching.